Very good morning, students. So for this session, I am going to solve a problem from coning section. How to construct the conic curves. Let me just read out the question to understand what are the data being given and to extract the maximum information from the given question, given data. Construct a conic curve. So definitely it would be either ellipse or parabola or hyperbola, right? When the distance between focus and the directrix is 50 mm. That means the distance between focus and the straight line or directrix, which is nothing but CF, equal to 50 mm. And eccentricity is 2 by 3. We are going to solve or to construct this particular profile by using eccentricity method. Eccentricity is being denoted as small e, which is nothing but Vf by Vc, which I already taught you during my earlier previous session. That means introduction on the conic section, isn't it? Which is equal to 2 by 3. Also, the question continues here. Also draw a tangent and normal at any given point. Fine. Let's draw the profile first. So to start with, draw a vertical line which represents the straight line, that is fixed straight line or directrix, which can be denoted as D dash. Choose any point on this straight line and name it as C. Now draw a perpendicular line by keeping the protractor in this manner. Choose 90 degree and draw a line CA, which is nothing but the axis. So you will have to use 2H pencil to draw all these construction lines. So I have drawn here the directrix and the axis line. Now I need to locate the focus, that is nothing but fixed point CF. Take 50 mm in your compass or by using scale, take 50 mm. Now this point is focus, name it as F. The distance between C and F is 50 mm. Now I need to locate the vertex. How this can be done? I just explain. See, number of divisions to find the number of divisions, because it is given in terms of ratio. That is, eccentricity is nothing but distance of the moving point from the focus to the distance of the moving point from the directrix or fixed straight line, right? Number of divisions. The numerator value, you sum up the numerator value as well as the denominator value, 2 plus 3, which is 5. The total number of divisions between C and F is 5. Then what would be the each divisions? Each division equal to, the total distance is 50. Number of divisions are 5. So 50 by 5, which is equal to 10. So this needs to be bifurcated or split into 5 equal parts, that between focus and the directrix. Take 10 mm in your compass and cut an arc. One, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now name it from the focus 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See, you should not get confused here. make sure the distance between C and F is split into 5 equal divisions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now look at the numerator. What eccentricity says? Distance of the moving point from the focus. So from focus, take 2 second division, 1, 2. This is nothing but V, that is vertex or the moving point. Right. Now draw a parallel line to directrix or perpendicular line to the axis. It should be a very thin line. You should use only 2H pencil to construct all the lines here. Now measure the distance between V and F by using compass. Measure it and cut an arc on the vertical line. Cut an arc on the vertical line. This intersection point can be denoted as S. Now I am going to join C and S, the line passing through C and S. This line is nothing but guideline, right? Now the next step is this VF is equal to VS. VF equal to VS, because I took this measurement and cut an arc on the vertical line. So naturally this distance and this distance should be the same. Now along the axis, I am going to mark the points at equal intervals. I am going to take 10 mm in the compass and cut an arc here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And give the naming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now draw a parallel line to the directrix or perpendicular line to the axis till it intersects the guidelines. Either side of the axis, you will have to extend either side of the axis. Similarly, intersect the guideline and extend it, both the sides. Fine. What I did was, along the axis, I marked the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at equal intervals. I have taken 10 mm between these two lines. Right. Now, since I have denoted here 1, 2, 3, let me just name this as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash and 9 dash. Fine. Next, the radius. Here the radius is 1 to 1 dash is the radius. Similarly for this 2, 2 dash. So radius is 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash, 3, 3 dash, 4, 4 dash, 5, 5 dash, 6, 6 dash, 7, 7 dash, 8, 8 dash, 9, 9 dash. Here the radius varies, whereas the fixed point, which is the focus, is fixed. That means the center is fixed. Center is fixed, which is, that is nothing but F. F is constant. Right. Now, by using the compass, let me just measure the distance of 1, 1 dash and keeping F as center, cut an arc on either side of the axis to intersect the corresponding line 1, 1 dash. Right. Similarly, you just rotate the compass to cut an arc on the corresponding lines where you have taken the radius. Now let me just take the radius of 2 dash in the compass and FS center, cut an arc. Similarly, measure 3 dash in the compass, FS center, cut an arc. Now change the radius 4 dash in our compass, FS center, cut an arc. Now change the radius 5 dash in our compass, FS center, cut an arc. Repeat the procedure. Measure 6 dash, FS center, cut an arc. Measure 7 dash and cut an arc on the corresponding line where you have taken the measurement. 8 dash, measure 8 dash in your compass, F as center, cut an arc. Now 9 dash in your compass, measure that radius, F as center, cut an arc. Right. So now let me just give the namings for here. This I am going to give as P dash corresponding to 1, right? So P1 dash, this as P2 dash, this as P3 dash, this as P4 dash, this is P5 dash, P6 dash, P7 dash, P8 dash, P9 dash. Similarly, below the axis, let me just give the naming for that points. These are the moving points, right? I am giving the naming for the moving points corresponding to the line 1. Therefore, I am giving P1 for line 2 P3. Similarly, you will have to give the namings for all the points here, P7, P8 and P9. These are the moving points, these are locus. So now I am going to join all the moving points starts from V, that is vertex, P1 dash, P2 dash, P3 dash, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, then P9, P8, P7, P6, P5, P4, P3, P2, P1 and ends with the where we started, right? Draw a smooth curve by using free hand. Now use 2H pencil only. Passing through all the points. Right. Now you take H pencil, and draw the object line or outline as thick or dark with free hand. You should draw as thick line or dark line. So now I have constructed the profile of ellipse. The first part is over, that is construct the conic curve which is supposed to be ellipse. I got the ellipse now. What is the second part? Also draw a tangent and normal at any point on the curve. Right. Let me just choose a point on the curve and name it as P. Draw a line to F, PF. I joined the line PF. Now keep the protractor in this manner, take 90 degree. That means I am going to draw a perpendicular line at F to FP. So draw a perpendicular line to this FP. This should be 90 degree till it intersects the straight line, which is directrix, and name this point as Q. Let me just connect the point Q and P, that is going to join the point Q and P. This is nothing but T dash T. This is a tangent at point P. Fine. Now, I have completed tangent. Now, the portion of normal is pending. At point P, keep the protector in this manner. I am going to draw a perpendicular line to T dash at point P. Take 90 degree and draw a thick line. So, now this is the normal at point P, N dash. This should be 90 degree. So, remember, you will have to use the H pencil only to draw the profile, that is the curve, tangent and normal. Rest all or construction line, we should use only 2H pencil. So, I have completed the profile. Now, I need to give the dimensioning for this profile. So, this distance CF is 50 mm. So, let me just give the dimensioning for this. This should you should use 2H pencil to draw it. 50. Need not to mention mm here, because by giving a title here, I am going to mark that under the guidelines I am going to give the unit of this dimensioning. Before that, let me just draw a guideline. Should be thin line of height 5 mm. And N dash, mentioning N dash, normal. So, this is not something you are writing here, this is something you are doing the freehand sketch. It looks like a printing of these letters. Similarly, you draw one more guidelines by mentioning T dash, which is nothing but the tangent. T dash is nothing but the tangent. I have mentioned the dimensioning here 50 mm. What is the unit of it? So, that is all dimensions are in mm. So, let me just write it here. All the gap between words should be minimum 3 mm. So, all dimensions are in mm. Or in mm. The unit of dimension should be written the small letter. You should not use the uppercase, right? So, now scaling, have you considered any reduced scale or enlarged scale here? We have not changed the original dimension, right? That means whatever been asked 50 mm, the same thing has been used here. Therefore, I have considered the true scale. So, scale, the scale which I considered for this diagram is 1:1. Before proceeding to other diagram, you must go through each and everything whether you have missed anything or not. So, you have drawn the profile, tangent and normal, dimension has been mentioned, and the title has been given for normal, tangent, dimension and scale. So you have to very careful to choose the corresponding profile, or else whatever you draw may end up in some other curve. So you have to pay attention to choose the appropriate curve. Look at the eccentricity, it is less than 1, therefore it should be an ellipse, right? So I shall come up with the other videos by constructing the parabola and hyperbola. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.